Hello everyone out there, Nightmare back again, and today we are going to be giving Syfy's 31 Nights of Halloween its actual review. Now, the first week is a little lackluster simply because, of course, the 1st of October is smack dab in the middle of the week being on Wednesday. So you're going to have a lot of repeats from the first to about the 5th. Sometimes it will even out a little bit, but not too much. Starting October 7th, Tuesday nights will belong to Face Off, along with the new sci-fi original series, Town of the Living Dead. Wednesday night, the 8th, will also be the return of Ghost Hunters, and every Wednesday night after that we'll have a Ghost Hunters marathon, plus a few little Halloween movies thrown into the mix. So, this year they seem to have evened out everything. Everything is level, there isn't too much of their original movies, there isn't too little of the more commercial, straight to release, cinema movie theaters of yesteryear's movies and all that. But there is a bit of disappointment. A lot of the movies are repeated. And it's repeated, I don't know why, because they actually took out a lot of things from their original lineup from past years. If anyone remembers from my preview thoughts, the Night on Elm Street movies, which is including 2, 4, 5, and Freddy vs. Jason, 3 of the 4 are not there anymore. Only Freddy vs. Jason is the only one to be airing, and it is multiple times. So if you guys don't have it on DVD, there's your luck. Other multiple airings will include Halloween 2, the god-awful remake that everyone either seems to be really hating or really loving or just meh about. And Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original, is also seen to be making an appearance a few times during the month of October. Now, for Halloween, it doesn't seem like they are doing the Ghost Hunters live event like they usually do on Halloween. I guess they didn't do it last year either, because the Nightmare on Elm Street movies were being played in a loop on Halloween. I'm guessing to combat AMC's Halloween marathon. And it's pretty much is the same. I mean, you have a big chunk missing, which, well, not a big chunk, but you do have a, little bit of the Halloween movies missing simply because it is a Friday night, and Friday night on Syfy means SmackDown. So there is a gap between 8 and 10 with no Halloween movies. So there is that little issue, but that's at the point where you're out and about or starting to go out to your parties and all that, and the kids are just coming back from trick-or-treating. So there is that one little downfall. On Halloween itself, it is a mixed bag. You got the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you got its remake, you got the Syfy Channel's original remake, I guess you want to call it, whatever you want to call it, of Children of the Corn. So, it's kind of like Syfy has always been in this gray area, and don't get me wrong, I used to watch Syfy when they actually had good movies, but it seems like they took out whatever they had to put in repeats, and this is a common thing for this Halloween season with a lot of its, annual Halloween TV programming schedules. And it is a theme. Trust me, it's a very coherent theme, and it kind of is annoying because you're like, but what can you do? You can't really do nothing. I do not know if they're gonna be carrying their Halloween festivities over to up until the 2nd of November. I don't know that. Sometimes they do that, especially if Halloween is on a weekend. Sometimes they don't. And all that. So, Syfy 31 Nights of Halloween gets, yet again, a C. It have improved on some levels, but there are other levels that it's really lacking. The main problems is that they took out the Nightmare on Elm Street movies they had, which is probably one of the only advantages they had over AMC. I don't know what happened to these movies. I don't know if they lost the TV rights. I don't know. Or something else. Second is the lots of the repeats, especially in like the first 10 or so, 10 or so days, there is a lot of repeats. I think Freddy vs. Jason is on like 7 times between the first and probably Columbus Day weekend, so that's gonna be a busy time. But if you guys don't have these movies, this is the time for you to watch, the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, a shitty remake. Sorry, I'm not a remake person. Freddy vs. Jason, and that's about it. They took out Leprechaun, which I don't know why. They have that non-Leprechaun canon movie, which isn't even about a leprechaun in there, but they don't have any of the Leprechaun movies playing. They don't have any of the Pumpkinheads movies playing. Now, they did lost the TV rights to one of them. I don't know why they're not airing Blood Wings. I believe that's what it's called. Blood Wings, the second one. So it's a real shame that they actually lost content. But they work what they have and it's fine. So it gets a C for effort. Well, more like an A for effort, C in actual doing it. So, till next week, and next week will be AMC's Beer Fest 2014 review. This is Nightmare, and bye bye, lovelies.